Now, in the last video, we took a look at how the Axiom Pro handles the basic mixing functionality within Pro Tools using hypercontrol. Well, working with plugins and with virtual instruments are also a massive part of music production, and the Axiom Pro, together with hypercontrol, works magic in this department. Check it out. So I've got a couple of vocal tracks just here, and the vocal effects track has got a Bomb Factory compressor on it, followed by an EQ, and then an air fuzz wah effect. Now the Axiom Pro lets you control these plugins with the insert button. I can access all the parameters for the compressor, press it again for the EQ, and then keep pressing to drill down the list of plugins on that track. You can even hold the button down to close and open the plugin window. Nice. Now the top of the display tells you which track is selected and which plugin you're currently editing. The encoders are all ready to go. I've got gain, reduction, awesome. One more press and I'm ready to go with the EQ. High pass, Q control, and my low pass filter. And again, no mapping required. Fuzz wah, page over, to the mix parameter, adjustment to the pedal, take solo off, and make a volume adjustment. Unbelievable. Amazing control. And to work with another track, you simply select it. Got my lead stutter track, the lead effects, back to the stutter. I've got a filter gate on that, looking for the mix parameter. And again, absolutely no mapping required. Let's take a listen to that. Take solo off. Let's unmute the track. Select, unmute. It's absolutely amazing. So much control over almost every single parameter. Now in Pro Tools, virtual instruments are inserted and edited in exactly the same way as processing plugins. That means that VI parameters are displayed as part of the plugin chain. Check it out. I'm just going to bank left and select my grand piano track using F2. You can already see the parameters displayed. Go to the electric piano, Velvet, and again, track parameters immediately updated and available for the selected track. There's my lead sound in Expand and vacuum bass oscillator 1 and 2 ready and waiting to go on the encoders, even without the VI window being open. And you can see that once a plugin is being displayed on the LCD, using the insert button, you can drill down through all of the inserted plugins on that track. Mini Grand, Dynamic Delay, Nonlinear Reverb, and then back to the Mini Grand. The next track is my electric piano, and that's using the Velvet VI. And you can see that Velvet opened the moment I selected the track. Parameters ready to go on the encoders. Bring down the pickup level. Let's bring up the mechanics of Velvet. Let's bring up the key off mechanics. And then we'll just bring in the pickup level. Such a killer electric piano. And again, all the controls, total control at your fingertips. Next plugin in the chain, the Sans amp. Didn't have to map anything. There's my preamp gain, buzz, my punch control. Let's drive it a bit with the 5th encoder. Bring down the level. And again, right at your fingertips. And this is the beautiful thing about hypercontrol. It lets you take control of your entire mix. No other keyboard gives you this kind of automatic, intelligent plugin mapping and on-the-fly flexibility. Just switching between different tracks and plugins. Grabbing parameters as you go and getting your sound sorted the way you want it. And that keeps you focused and more creative. And you're doing it all with the feel of a real knob. Now the Axiom Pro also lets you step through the different patches on any of the virtual instruments that you might be using. I'm using Expand, which is my lead sound. I'm going to enter instrument mode with F1. Then I'm going to hold down plugin and use page left and right. There's a pad, Nice. Electric piano sound. And then back to my pad. The lead sound. And there's a stack pad. Got a bell tone. And of course you can do this either with or without the VI window being open. Now, one feature that I like is that if you access the parameters of your virtual instrument while you're in instrument mode, you can flip the parameters from the encoders over to the sliders. So for example, here's my vacuum bass track. Okay, going to enter instrument mode, find my filters. There's my high pass, there's my low pass, and then it's right there on encoder number 1. There's my slope, resonance. Now if I want to flip those encoders over to the sliders, I'm going to press the button below the master fader, and there we go. Cut off, fader 1, resonance, fader 3, back to cut off. Unbelievable. You know, I could go on and on all day about the incredible things you can do with the Axiom Pro, like assigning your favorite edit functions to the trigger pads. In fact, that's what I'm going to show you next, how we can assign ASCII keystrokes and shortcuts to any of the buttons or pads on your Axiom Pro. I'll see you then.